Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We're back again, brothers and sisters, with another verse, with another lesson, and with another story. Inshallah, today what I've chosen for you is from a great surah, Surah Yusuf, and such a great surah that every part of this surah is a story and actually has a lesson in it. What I've chosen for you today is something, an advice that a father is actually giving to the children when they're going back for the second time. The Yusuf alayhi salam's actually met his brothers for the first time, and he's invited them to come back again and to come back with his younger brother Binyamin, because when he actually sees his brothers, he realizes and he remembers that he's got a little brother as well. So he's asked them, can you bring your brother and I will actually give you more? So they go back and say, the treasure's so happy and he's invited us again. So right at that point, Yaqub alayhi salam, as Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, what a beautiful lineage Yusuf had. His father was a prophet, and his grandfather was a prophet, and his great grandfather was a prophet as well. So right at that point, Yaqub alayhi salam actually reads these ayahs and mentioned in Surah Yusuf, and this is what he says. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. وقال يا بني لا تدخلوا من باب واحد وادخلوا من أبواب متفرقة وما أغني عنكم من الله من شيء إن الحكم إلا لله. SubhanAllah, this is what he says. He says to them that, please, my children, remember that when you go back, you do not enter from one door. Make sure that you enter from different doors. And again, I cannot save you if whatever Allah has decreed upon you, if whatever decision Allah makes, that happens. Now, subhanAllah, let's go back to understand this ayah. Why does he say that enter from different doors? And why does he say, even if you try to take that precaution, even then, whatever Allah wills, that will happen? Why? Because understand, as our religion says very clearly, that al-aynu haq, that evil eye is a reality. So he understands that his children are not going back for the first time. They've been there for the first time. He never gave that advice. Now he's saying you're going back for the second time. People already know you, that the treasure actually looked after you. Now's the time you take precautions, because or else you be inflicted by an evil eye. But again, if you are inflicted by an evil eye, if Allah has willed it, there's no way you'll be stopped. So no matter how much Azkar that we're reading, how much Quran that we're reading, we may be the most pious people. If Allah has willed something, there's no way that we can deflect it. But at the same time, Allah tells us to take precautions. Now, what's something that we can take in our today's day and age? Allah, we live in a time where people constantly display their families, their wives, their children in videos, in photos, in Facebook, in Instagram. All these posts, they're full of food that you're eating. Oh, I went to that holiday, not realizing that people that are watching that, not everyone has the right intention. There will be people that will be watching those things and they'll be jealous about what your circumstances are. Something that we see a rampant today, one of the diseases of making money and creating content is that families are put on display. Where is the ghira, the jealousy of the husband, when he actually displays the beauty of his wife and he allows his wife, the beauty of his wife, that wife that he's supposed to be protecting, and he's actually displaying it for the people to watch? And something that we see where the children are on display, and then people say that what's happened to my child, what's happened to my circumstances, I'm not the way I used to be. So something we need to realize, brothers and sisters, that in today's day and age, we need to make sure that we protect ourselves from jealousy of people when they're watching in our lives, and do not be heedless. Do not post things out there of these beautiful moments that you have in your life, and these great moments are for you, for your family to cherish. And at the same time, we seek refuge in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we ask Allah to protect our families and protect us from evil eye, from jealousy. وجزاكم الله خيرا والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.